Last time on the Adventures of Gaia. Still shaken from their ordeal with the robots in Leaf, the party returned to everyday circus life. Ruja and ID6 helped Turk when his bike failed after being sabotaged by the robot consortium, while Aurora and Magnus discovered a photo of themselves as part of the coven. Out of fear or perhaps guilt, Magnus destroyed the photo.
Ruja, you come out of your wagon, stretch. You've been hanging out. You've been in this city for a while now. It's almost getting a little boring. For you, anyways. You smell the smells of all the different food cooking. You see people milling about. This is what happens. Everyone kind of gets set in. You see maybe there's a little extra fraternizing between some of the circus folk and the locals lately. It's a big city you've been in for a while. And you see, as you come out and kind of stretch yourself, you see Aristodemos come out across the way from you. He always comes out and surveys his territory. He looks and his eyes fall on you and he smiles, adjusts his clothing and starts coming over.
I'll do a grin back and walk up to meet him.
Good morning, Ruja. Just the person I've been looking for.
Always nice to hear you say it, Aristodemos. What do you need?
I need you to do something for me today. He seems to be looking off and keeping tabs of what everyone's doing. The little robot in his pocket pulls at him and he listens for a second and nods. He says, I need you to go collect the newest, well, our Wayward Babes, the newest editions, and go get Krellin for me.
Okay.
You'll figure it out. You're going to Utopia. Oh, just good luck. Okay. He goes off as he sees something happening. You're like, oh.
Okay.
It's typically Aristodemos style.
Thank you. I will go look for the Wayward Babes, as he calls them.
You remembered hearing them talking, because you often hear them talking. They're very loud, and they are the most confused sounding group at the circus. They've been spending time in the city and getting to know the local area, and they were planning to go for, you heard something about the local cafe, which is where they've been spending time lately.
Have I had food at that cafe?
Yeah, you've been there once or twice. You do join with them. Because they're the newest people in the circus, they're definitely for you the most interesting, because you know everybody else's story already. And they're interesting because their story is kind of unknown as well, so...
And I've gotten some peeks into Aristodemos' interest in them.
Yeah. And where Aristodemos is interested, it's worth figuring out kind of what's going on. And if you learn anything, of course, can always do something extra for you if you can pass that on to Aristodemos.
So I guess I'll check the cafe.
You shimmy kind of out as people check you out. Harry nods to you as he's sweeping up things. And you head off. You know the cafe's just down a few blocks, and off you go. Okay, you head off. Riva, Magnus, you're enjoying breakfast. It's quite a sweet concoction. That's that GM note. Don't eat your dice, please. Okay. There's this sweet concoction that this one place makes. They have all these syrups and stuff you can pour over it of different colors, and the color sparkles and changes as you pour it on. Riva, you and Aurora always enjoy trying to guess what color it's going to change next.
What? That's so cool. I got green.
Oh.
I appear to have yellow, I believe.
Oh.
Is that yellow? He blinks from the sides. Blink, blink.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is.
Yes. Oh.
Perhaps I'll be able to taste it.
Good luck. Okay, the city, things are passing, people are walking back and forth. This cafe is kind of in on the edge of kind of older area. It's right near where on the weekdays when things are bustling and and busy, and the offices and the local stores are open. It's definitely much more busy, but it's early in the morning. It's that breakfast crowd that's there. And it's interesting for you all too. You watch people walking back and forth as they head to work, and the shopkeepers slowly start opening their shops.
Sodium ascorbate. High sugar content.
Oh, then it must be good.
Hmm.
Oh, too bad. You should have ordered what Reva and I ordered.
It gets stuck in my teeth.
Ours is delicious. Oh, wow. Cool. Wow, look at that guy.
Whoa.
What do you think he does?
I think he makes robots.
Shall I roll? Okay, I feel the pheromones coming off of him.
You actually feel a bit of a greasiness coming off him, or like speeders, that kind of grease.
A mechanic, I believe. Speeder mechanic.
Oh, robots are close to speeders. I win. Oh, what about that one? Okay, she points. Okay, you spend your time looking at the different passers-by. No one's in a particular hurry yet because you're still quite early in the morning. This sky in this city that you're in is just starting to switch from its purple that it is for the evening as the dome above you starts to get little tendrils of a green, which is the day sky. You see 3 planets above. They all have rings around them. We've seen it been here forever. It's getting... Okay, Aurora seems to be distracted by something. There's a little tiny robot underneath all the tables. It's picking stuff up. Its one little arm seems to be hanging off, though. Aurora goes, oh, look at the little one. She reaches out. I wonder... Oh. She reaches out, and you see a sparkly pink go out. And as she touches it, the little arm starts to heal back up. She pulls back. It makes a little noise. Boop, boop, beep. And it takes off. She watches it go.
That was amazing, Aurora.
She seems honestly surprised. And it goes around a corner. You see one of those people that tend to live in the alleys. This person reminds you of that very first being that was oh so helpful when you woke up out of the pods that was building the dinosaurs. This being, however, has 8 black eyes, 4 on each side going down. Their hair is all mucky. They have little tiny robots that look much like insects crawling all over them, popping out of the hair and out of the clothes. Come back here. Picks up the little bot and runs back down the hallway. Aurora is still very, very quiet. Oh, what?
I've never seen such a thing.
Looks like she collects them.
Did you see me just fix that robot?
I did. The energy came from your fingers.
Can you guys do that?
Okay, do I see any robots around?
No, you don't. Okay, there's 2 gentlemen beside you at a table, and they're snickering and laughing. Magnus, you overhear them starting to say something kind of nasty. Hey, she likes bots. Maybe she's a junker.
Okay.
Hey, what you doing over there? Okay, they start hollering kind of obscenities, calling her a junker, which for you guys doesn't mean quite as much, but you get the impression that it's definitely not a compliment.
Okay, Magnus gives them a dirty look.
Maybe I am.
No, pish posh you. Nothing of the sort.
What is it?
I don't think it's good. Okay, they're still laughing and kind of making noise, but they've pulled off. Okay, Rujah, you hear a bunch of noise going on at this table. You are pretty sure you'll find the people you're looking for wherever there's a bit of a commotion.
Okay. I'll enter. I'll look for them.
Okay, you start heading over. Aurora leans in to both of you at the table. Well, maybe I am. Do you ever wonder why Aristodemos keeps us at the circus?
Yes, every day.
Okay. Okay, me too. Okay, Ruja, you walk up to hear just the tail end of that conversation.
There's no need to worry. Aristodemos is here to protect us.
Ruja!
Speaking of which,
Magnus
we
stands
have
up and
another
offers her
adventure.
a chair.
Oh, do you don't want to have breakfast?
No, it seems we have a task to complete. A person to find.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
In Utopia, he said. So, I know the last scrape we got into was not the best, but if you would be okay wandering a little bit with me, I would be more than happy to have your company.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, if we can be helpful. Okay, Aurora looks at you, Ruja, and she's all smiley, as she often is.
of course, Ruja. We'll be most happy to help.
What's Utopia?
Good question.
Roll memory, Ruja.
Alright. I've got 74, which I believe I've got at least 75, so I should be good. Yeah, I've got
Ooh,
80.
nice. It hadn't brought it up to you when the name was mentioned. However, being in this area, you now remember there's a down the way through more of the commercial area where there's shops. There's a hotel called the Utopia Hotel.
Okay.
It's just a faint memory. You don't really remember being there. It's just kind of comes up in your mind.
It is a hotel.
Oh, so there's someone waiting for us at a hotel then. Well, that's an easy job.
Yes.
Great.
The name is Krellin. So,
Oh, the person.
the person, yes.
Okay.
So we shall find this Krellin at Utopia and bring him back to the circus.
Oh.
Sounds easy enough.
Easy peasy.
Let's get going then.
Aurora tries to... Both Reeve and Aurora shove their mouths full. Okay. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, you start making your way. Ruja, you lead the way down. You go through past this area that does have some cafes and restaurants, and then it has some businesses, and it starts to slowly get more into the shop fronts of stores and different places, and then there's some office buildings in amongst this area. It's still really early in the morning, so it's quiet. There's not anyone doing business yet. Nothing is open. You see the odd person behind the glass and behind the shops getting ready, but there's no open signs yet. And in amongst these closed storefronts and office buildings, you see this hotel along the side. It's a bit run down. It's a creamy sort of building. The dirt that has collected in the window frames has come down and left tracks of black marks down from the windows. You could use a bit of a spray down, but it's not terrible. There's a big sign up on the front. It's darkened. The lights aren't on, but it's blue glass and lights up. And it says the Utopia Hotel in gold. And there's gold revolving doors just at the front to enter.
Okay. I'll approach the revolving doors.
Okay. Magnus, please roll your touch sense.
Okay. Magnus's sense of touch is quite acute. He can detect even the faintest particles landing on his skin. And it's at 234. He rolls 64, which is a critical success.
You definitely feel blood.
Okay, Magnus stops.
Aurora's pushing through the revolving door behind Ruja. Ooh, this is awesome.
Magnus goes, wait.
Okay, she pushes and comes around. You know, you can go round and round. Mm-hmm. What?
I'm feeling something concerning. I feel
You often do.
there's something inside, something macabre.
Macabre?
Yes.
Oh, like a snake?
Ooh.
Well, not. I'm feeling.
Like a macabre snake?
Yeah.
Just prepare yourselves for anything.
Magnus, how do we prepare for anything?
Okay, Magnus looks at Ruja. How important is it that we fetch this Krellin?
He is a friend of Aristodemos. We are tasked with getting him.
Aristodemos wouldn't send us into danger. Magnus.
Yes, of course not. I sense that something has happened inside. Everyone, be careful. I'll go first. Okay, Magnus goes first.
If you insist.
Okay, you get in the first little partition and start pushing. Aurora jumps right in it. Come on, guys. We can't let it go alone.
Yeah, Rouge is going with Aurora.
Okay, Aurora and Aruja are shoved in the little thing, trying to walk together as they plop out. Riva, did you want to shove in the same compartment or go right after?
No, I'll go last.
Okay.
Last is good.
Okay,
I gotta protect from the back.
Sounds good. It's a good spot to be, assuming there's no snakes behind you. Okay, you come out into a beautiful lobby. There's plush blue carpet with a gold sparkly tile in front of you, front desk with the Utopia logo again behind it, and on either side there's two hallways, which are elevators. You see the gold, very kind of Art Deco-y. There's the numbers to go up to the floors. There's 13 floors. The blood seems to get a little more present in your hands, Magnus, as you feel it.
Magnus stiffens. Feeling it more now.
You'd think there'd be someone at the front desk.
Ruja,
Would make this easier, wouldn't it?
is there any
Aurora
chance
walks
that
over.
there is an abattoir or butchery, a butcher shop in here?
I will try to remember if there's a butcher shop above the hotel.
+1 for good effort. I will not make you roll. There was no butcher on top of the hotel.
Not to my knowledge. Not in the times I've been before. Perhaps there was a recent addition?
Well, then everyone, I could be wrong, but steel your stomachs. I think we're in for a grisly sight.
Aurora's leaning over the desk, looking at the paperwork and such back there. There's not much there either.
Which direction am I sensing it from?
It's difficult to tell, but definitely from above. If you had to guess, maybe right above you.
Something foul might be afoot. It's above us.
I suppose we just have to hope it's not related to Krellin.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Okay, we better hurry up then. You hear a bing as an elevator car seems to come down and the doors open. You all kind of lean to look. There's nobody there. You do feel the blood is much more tangible on your fingers now.
I feel like I'm in The Shining.
Hey, +1 for calling my adventure The Shining.
Everyone, be careful. Okay, Magnus goes in the elevator.
Okay. Aurora looks in the elevator. Well, we're all coming with you. She gets in.
All right.
Should we take the stairs,
I mean,
or is this okay? As I hold the door. Nah, never mind. I get inside.
Okay, you get in. What floor? There's 13 buttons.
I have a hunch. Magnus,
Yeah.
+1, Riva.
I apologize while I do it. I'm sorry. And I
all
hit
light up.
every single one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I guess we're going to check each floor.
impulsive but effective.
Well, every time as it shuts, every time it opens, we'll just scream out a name. And then we'll go to the next floor and we'll do it again.
The door closes, and just as it starts moving, you all notice there's a bloody handprint on the inside of the door. That doesn't look so good.
How did we miss that?
It was in the door, so as it closes, it's right at the edge as the door closes.
+1. I wish I could. I'll give it to Aurora. That's fantastic.
How fresh is it?
Still dripping. You touch it. There's not very much, or not touch it, but hover over it would be the better way to say it. Hover over it. There's not heat to it in any way, however.
Still fresh. Magnus looks back at the others.
You're standing at the front now. The other three are pushed up against the back. Oh dear.
How big's the handprint?
You put your hand kind of out. This hand, it's got 3 long fingers and one thumb, and it's about a little more than double your size with those long fingers.
Oh.
A very large Gaizen.
Or at least big hands.
Do I know whether Krellin has hands that look like that?
Unfortunately, Aristodemos, in typical Aristodemos fashion, did not even seem to describe the being you're looking for, Ruja.
I thought.
You don't know what... Oh, I thought you would have just known. Oh.
Ruja does not reveal this in character.
Thank goodness for everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Aristodemos always seems to have great faith in you, Ruja, so because you're so close to him and so he does lean on you quite a bit, that you find as time has gone on, he seems to actually be less descriptive and not less helpful, but less helpful when he sends you off on things. He's sure you'll figure it out, or he's sure you'll know. He seems often distracted lately as well.
Okay.
Okay, you hit that. You see the little elevator. This is that kind with the arrow that goes over the half circle. You see it going up ominously beside the 2. It stops. Bing. Okay, the door is open. Very slowly.
A little bit of energy crackles over Magnus's fingertips.
Magnus, you can almost feel stickiness of blood on your hands.
Ugh.
As if if you had bloody hands. The mirror doors, so they open, and before you is a sight of horrific carnage. There's bodies and blood everywhere. It's a large room with blue velvet couches and a large wall, and then 2 hallways that go down where you suspect rooms for the hotel would be. There's body parts.
This looks like a whole thing. Are we skipping this floor and coming back, or...
What if...
Closed door button. Closed door button.
What if he's in here?
Okay, Magnus puts his hand on the door.
Okay, Reva's pushing the closed door. You're holding it open.
Wait. Okay, Magnus wants to investigate. He's no detective, but he wants to investigate a little bit more of what happened in this scene.
Okay. Now, did you want to do that from inside the elevator car, or do you...
Yeah, I'm picking up all the molecules in the air. What happened in here?
You can feel the gun firing, the powder, the metal that has gone off. You feel... What is your other sense, Magnus?
Dimensional anomalies and shifts.
Please roll that.
Okay, that's 90. And with a 79, I make it.
You feel the faintest trace, because you're concentrating on it, you feel the faintest trace of some kind of fold space. Something happened as well there.
I'm relaying this under my breath to everyone in the chamber thing.
Okay.
Elevator. That's what it is. The lift.
You also feel there's so much blood.
Oh.
And there's also the slightest strange residue of be it gravel or dirt or the residue. Sometimes you feel this if you've traveled through, or if someone has recently traveled through a strange land that has a very strong signature, you can sometimes feel that little bit left.
So dirt from another place?
Basically, but particularly strange, not just random Gaia kind of thing, but there's something odd about that signature. Almost, you can't quite place it.
Okay, he relays all this. some kind of battle.
Should we start with the next floor and come to this last? As I hit the...
Do I sense anybody in here now?
You sense around. There's so much interlaced. All you can really get is that blood. There are so many beings. You feel lots of beings. Some of them are in a lot of parts, however. So you're having a hard time putting the jigsaw puzzle together of the pieces. Aurora closes her eyes. They roll back a bit. We're safe to go inside for now.
Magnus is...
Aurora just steps in.
Okay, Magnus.
Rusha will have a hand on her short bow and go in behind.
Good job. Okay, you have your bow ready. You walk in and look around.
Knocked but not drawn.
Okay, you're ready. You hold it down. You look as you come in. Ruja, you start to get a bit of a wash of sickness in your stomach. Riva, where are you going? And where is Magnus just standing there?
I'll put my hand out to hold the door, and then I will come out, and I will just say, "Hello." we're safe. So my voice will go like,
yeah,
and crack.
Aurora goes, "Come on, guys. We gotta. What if someone's alive?"
Okay, I will let go of the elevator.
Okay.
Magnus turns and looks at Riva and says, "Are you going to be all right? You can wait here if you need to."
Yeah. Well, she said we're going to be fine, so nothing bad's going to happen. Hello!
I want to give my +1 to Riva.
You're not even there yet, but you're on it. Okay. Aurora steps out. She says, "Oh, I feel something." Okay, the doors close behind you. And you turn just to look. And you see painted on the doors as they close this bloody image of a phoenix etched in blood, scratched on the elevator doors. Rusha, you see that phoenix and your vision swims in front of you. Suddenly you hear gunfire. There's blood flying past you. Blood hits your face. Screams fill your ears. And you try to move, but you're tied to a chair. It seems to go on forever, and then suddenly the screaming stops. You slowly open one eye and the other, and there's two beings in front of you. A broad, muscled man. He's wearing a strange black armor, nanotech suit, you think, with red on it, and a white mask over his face. And behind him is a shorter guy with a sniper rifle on his back. He's got two guns. There's still some smoke coming off them. He has two black, multifaceted kind of insect eyes that look, you see your reflection in it. He's looking around. There's death everywhere around you. He says, "Let's go, boss." And the masked man looks at you, and for the briefest moment, you're worried he's going to attack you. But he just cocks his head slightly, and the ropes fall off your arms. You're able to shift and move now. The masked, it looks like a theater mask almost, but it's etched. Kind of looks at you slightly, and then turns away. And you're met with just the carnage everywhere. There's blood up the walls. There's pieces. There's a hand down beside you. And then when you look again to see where those two beings were, they're gone. Your vision swims again. Your stomach starts to feel sick. And you start to come through. You hear the ringing in your ears of gunfire and blood and screaming. Or you feel the blood. The gunfire rings in your ear. And then you hear your current party talking around you.
Why do you think this was called Utopia? Look at this.
Well, I don't
Look
think
at
the
it.
hotel had to do with what happened here. It's not the
Ruja,
first time I've seen this sort of scene.
Riva, you notice something is wrong with Ruja.
Oh my. Hey. And then I'll go up and I'll feel her. Is she clammy? Is she... Hey, are you okay?
So she's not reacting to Riva doing this. She's still kind of in a shock state, but I don't think that the hotel has anything to do with what happened here. I think it was another group. It's not the first time I've seen a scene like this.
Oh.
Dear Gaia.
Riva, please roll a CE.
And I got a 39. So
Ooh.
139. That is a critical.
That's a
Yeah.
critical.
Yeah, I got a critical.
You can tell that Rouge is trying to slough off and not show any emotion, as Rouge is very good at doing,
Yeah.
but you still sense she's off. You just don't know what's wrong.
I'll just kind of rub her back.
Okay.
You know, I don't really know how to help her. I don't know her very well. We know each other. I don't know her very well. So I'll just kind of rub her back.
I don't know which flavor ice cream is best to...
That's right.
Aurora and Magnus are looking at you, Rouge, because you were the last one to kind of speak, and Riva seems to be paying attention to you. What do you mean? What do you mean you think it's not the hotel? I mean, it would be strange to have a blood hotel indeed, but...
Well, I mean...
You said you've seen this before.
The hotel might be involved, but I don't think they caused the carnage directly.
Is it that thing? She points to the doors with the bloody, dripping phoenix on it.
It is a symbol. It's a symbol I recognize, yes. There are these angels? Some might call them angels, but they are equally as ruthless as demons.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It is not something I want to think about, but it could be them.
Oh, do they want to kill circus people?
I was not in the circus when I first met these people. I think the circus is much more safe. It has been so far anyway.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I feel anyone here now.
Oh, wait. Aurora closes her eyes. There's someone alive. She puts her hands out, much like Magnus does to touch. I think this way.
Okay, Magnus turns and starts crackling energy, looking around for enemies.
You go down, Aurora starts moving down a hallway.
I'll go relatively first, but Magnus is still curious as to what exactly happened here. Who fought whom exactly? What do the dead bodies look like?
The dead bodies all seem to be suited individuals, or there's a lot of guns lying about. There's a lot of roll PR.
He's a smart individual. His PR is 175.
Oh, definitely.
I rolled 84. That's a normal success.
Okay, you start looking over and you do see similar guns. They all seem to have a similar gun. They also seem to have a well-keptness to the outside, but a roughness to the face. You see the odd scar here or there, which is odd that they haven't potted, it seems. Other than that, there's not too much else to ascertain just by looking. And it is turning your stomach. You can actually roll metabolic rate.
My metabolic rate is 80. And I roll 33. I managed to stop myself from retching.
Okay, there's some particularly disgusting scenes. I assume everyone else is averting their eyes as much as they can, Riva and Ruja.
If there's like a curtain or something, I take it and put it over that particular thing.
Okay, you pull down there's actually like a blanket draped over one of the couches. You put that over. Then you look beside and there's another dead body and you try to stretch it. Then there's one over there and you're trying to pick the grossest one.
Just nobody look over here.
I don't want to look anywhere. Come on down this way. Aurora's walking down the hallway.
It looks like someone slaughtered these. They look like gang members or criminals to me. Well dressed, well armed. I don't understand who could have killed such a party.
Why wouldn't you be surprised?
The last time I encountered the angels, they decimated anybody who was a criminal. I wouldn't be surprised to find there were slaves running the hotel.
Slaves?
Or captured individuals.
Oh,
As far as I know, that's their main quarry. Is folks who capture people for profit.
well, it sounds... No, you could tell Aurora was about to say noble, and then she looks at all the bodies around and doesn't finish the word. Okay, let's just find the person that's alive. Please don't
Yes,
be
I
a bad guy.
don't want to keep smelling this.
Ugh.
We should hurry then. I think I feel it now too, this way. If we run into one of these angels you mentioned,
Ooh,
what will they do to us?
They did nothing to me last time, but I was one of the captured, not one of the criminals.
well, we're neither. Oh. Why would Aristodemus send us here if it wasn't good? It's gonna be the person. It's gonna be the person. Kay Aurora walks forward.
Yes, it's something I might have a conversation with Mr. Aristodemos.
Don't fight with him. Kate, Magnus and Aurora are about to start when you hit the door, and she stops. She puts her hand up. There's a bloody handprint. She actually puts her hand on it without realizing. She goes, "It's in here. Whatever's alive's in here." Ew. Oh.
Ruja will open the door.